Guys, I am back, and I am doing this little picture-in-a-picture thing because I can. Because we're going to go out and do the first video at the new place behind me. New land in front of me. And I figured rather than just going out there and say like, hi, here I am, we'll walk on out together because I am doing this one out there, sort of in the woods. So we're gonna test something that's kind of cool, kind of fun, kind of multi-purpose, but we got to get out there. So as you can see, new place. I got some cleaning up to do. You know, old owners left some stuff, and some stuff's good. We can use all this. All right, can't do much with that, but so haunted shacks. But do you hear it? Do you hear nature? I love nature. I do live off of a road, unfortunately, so you hear it occasionally. But I got all this. This is all mine. So video possibilities are awesome. It's going to be amazing out here. So look at all the future stumpies. Look at them. Look at them. So anyway, I'm going to just find a nice little clearing where we can set up. And, you know, this looks about good for what we're doing right here. Give me a second to tripod up and stuff. Unfortunately, I was not prepared for the number of little gnats and stuff that were going to be out here today. Didn't bring any repellent with me, so this could be fun, right? So what we have here is a fun little multi-tool set. You've seen stuff like this before, but I was offered one of these for testing, and I was a little iffy about the whole thing until I actually saw it. So this is not a straight unboxing. I have messed with it. You actually saw me use part of it to put together the last Battle Box tent. And I was actually pretty pleased with how it worked. And it has a few more parts than the standard axe knife, you know, combo. It has a lot of parts. So we're going to take a look at all those parts today and how they all work. So, you know, your big sections, of course, are shovel. I notice it has its own, you know, little sheath there. Little kind of ice pickaxe, and the axe head. Of course, again, each one has its own sheath. So we'll look at those individually. You've got a walking stick base that you can use. You've got a fishing spear setup. So we'll call these parts heads, right? A fishing spear head. You've got the knife, which is pretty standard shape, a little bit of a saw, you know, fishing setup. Survival whistle. And that unscrews to a ferro rod, so you can use whichever one of these you need. And then you've got a compass topper for the walking stick. And then all the rest of these attachments, you know, just become the length of the handle for however big you want it to be. So it's very versatile. And then these are basically camouflage Coflex. So you can use these to give yourself grip on the handle. You can also throw them in your first aid kit, you know, as some pretty good pressure material, bleeding stopper material, bandage material, whatever you want. But it comes with it. So, and then of course the bag is a pretty solid heavy gauge nylon. Comes with this American flag patch, but it's got a patch strip. You can put whatever you want on it, and these individual pouches. So, gives you a few more options than the standard one of these setups that I've seen. I have not tested the knife blade out at all, and it's kind of a very similar knife blade to a lot of these that I've seen. The knife blade is replaceable, so you see it's got that little hex screw there, so you can take this out and replace the knife blade if need be. The actual steel it's made of, I believe, is a 440 type. I've got to look into it more. I don't actually know. But I did bring, not paper out here, but we've got a little length of 550 cord, just so we can take a look. No, we're not going to do a pull through. Okay. Well, this definitely needs some sharpening out of the package. Let's try that again. And there we go. These things usually do need a little bit of sharpening when you get them. I'm not surprised at that at all. I was just about to say, gee, do I have a stick? Haha. You can work with it. I would highly recommend giving it a good sharpening, though, before you take it out in the wilderness on your own and do anything like that with it. I mean, it would need it to put a really, really fine edge on it. Since we got that out, we might as well jump right to the Ferro Rod. The problem is here, there's no good, well, I guess we can scrape right there. Wow, look at that. That worked pretty well. Straight off, not bad. That coating didn't hold us up, just scrape and go. So, yeah, definitely need to improve that knife blade. Oh, and by the way, if you look, on each one of these, you've got a good rubber gasket, an O-ring there, so each section is waterproof for storage inside, if that's something that you're into, that you need. So, you know, as you put these internal, you can store tinder or anything else that you would want to store inside of this thing, which is cool, because that's something that some of the other ones that I've seen don't come with, by the way, is that O-ring. They just kind of screw together and that's it. So, now this is all machined aluminum. Not sure what the coating is, so I don't, you know, I don't think it's going to, yeah, see, it's scrubbing off a little bit. This could easily be Cerakoted or something like that for a stronger, longer finish, but I don't know, you know, I just don't know how long that would actually last. So, let's assemble the walking stick and see exactly how long you can get this thing. Before I put this away, so this is the fishing spear. We just don't have, you know, fish to test this on, but this part is stainless steel, and it's got a little bit of a lacquer coating on it as well. We can put it all together later just to look at the length of the spear and how big it gets. And I have to tell you, as I'm doing this, I love being out in the woods now. Where I was living before was kind of more of a suburban area, much less rural than this. Convenient, it was near things, but I opened my eyes, look out the window, and it's woods. And I'm willing to deal with the occasional car driving down our little road. That's a fair trade-off for that. There's also like 1,000,001 fireflies at night here. As a matter of fact, I did a video of it the other night. Here, quick cut. Hey guys, I don't know if you can see all the fireflies. There's like a zillion of them out there. And I love it. I'm doing this with my phone, not the camera, so I don't think the fireflies are coming out very well. But this is just a quick dusk kind of video of the backyard. Love it out here. That was really cool, wasn't it? walking stick, good height, and you can beat the shit out of anything that messes with you in the woods with the stick. I mean, solid aluminum, right? So here's the end, and light, and it's maneuverable, and you got your compass, and again, yeah, good balance for just moving it around and doing whatever you got to do with it. So there's number one. Since we've got it kind of extended the long way here, we will do the shovel. So like any folding shovel, you just open it up and you screw the top on. Now this is cool as opposed to a little e-tool, because you can basically give yourself, you know, an e-tool, you can use it alone or with just a few of the handle extensions, or you can basically give yourself a full-size shovel now to give yourself more leverage into the dirt. And I could probably take this off so you see what the shovel looks like, right? So it's basically, it's kind of an e-tool shaped thing, and of course it's not a tactical tool without a bottle opener, is it? But you've got you know, well, it's not that sharpened, but you can definitely chop with it. And you've got a little saw edge and two little, I mean, basic wrench shapes. But you've got this whole thing. So if you want to really dig in, you've got leverage, or if you want to use that leverage for chopping, you know, you've got that. And you can get a pretty good, you know, chop into something with that. Or I mean, those teeth are pretty effective at giving it a good chop. So we've got that going for us. If you want to get a little up close and personal with what you're doing, you can just undo one of the handles. Use that. Still got pretty good leverage, so this can be a self-defense tool. And of course, e-tool style. You can do that too for your entrenching digging and everything. And you know, you've got that. And these things hold really, really well too. It's not just like these O-rings really help grab. Ice pick or pickaxe. They call it an ice pick, but it's, you know, I mean, you can use it for both. It works, does its job. So you've got that. So you've got a nice flat hammer side. You've got a fairly decent cutting edge. Now this, I think, is a little bit of ridiculous size for an axe handle, so I'm gonna make you guys listen to squeaking. But just a general all-around camp axe, you know, I think it's pretty good. And we don't want it to fall on the camera, but effective, good weight and balance. I will use this in the fire pit. Don't think I cut it down just for no reason. Not into murdering trees for nothing. We will make tinder out of it and kindling and stuff like that, and then burn the big pieces in a fire pit when we have company over. But it works pretty well. And again, you can, you know, if you want, you can sharpen this up a little bit, but it comes pretty well done. And then, you know, like I said, you saw me use this to stake down the battle box tent last month. Pretty decent set. I mean, covers you in a lot of different ways for a lot of different things you might want to do. So this is your whole fishing spear, minus the compass and the walking stick end. And I'm dying to use, I don't know how to spear fish or whatever, but I'm dying to just poke this into something. I mean, it's pretty pokey. It wants to stick. I really want to spearfish something. Yeah. Oh, look at that. Yeah, it sticks. It sticks pretty well. It will spear. If only that was a delicious fish that I could bring home for dinner. So all in all, not bad, right? Fun toy anyway. It's not cheap. You know, I will have put the price in the description, but it does give you a lot of tools for your money. I know there's a few people that are going to be into this, some people that are not going to be into this. Gives you options. I like having something like this, maybe not necessarily in a bug out bag, but you know, as just a regular camping tool, something to have to mess with, or you know, just the options is what it is. So, you know, now that I think about it, this doesn't necessarily have to be for fishing either. I mean, you can spear stuff with it. I guess you could just hunt with this thing. And aluminum rather than steel does mean it's lighter weight. So. I can't wait to do a lot more videos out here. One day I'll go all the way to the woods. So there's a small regional airport that way. And I've got the property all the way to the fence. This is what I was made for. This. I could stay out here all day. Anyway, guys, all right, so what do you think? What are your feelings on sets like this? Do you like them? Would you rather have separate tools for each one? Curious for what you guys think. What do you think of my new playground? You know, what kind of videos would you guys like to see now that you've got all this for new video requests and everything? I've already got a bunch of ideas. I've got some new hard use test stuff for some of your favorite knives planned out. Now that I can do some real good in the wilderness hard use stuff, and all I got to do is walk out the back door to do it. It's awesome. And yes, now that some of the stressful stuff I had to deal with is over, I can get back to doing custom work and everything. Some people already have some stuff on the books, and I know there's some other people that have been asking me, you know, when I'm going to get back into it. Okay, guys, so your comments, ready to go. Thrilled to be here. Yeah. All right. I still got a whole house to unpack and everything. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go be lazy, go inside, edit some videos, and have a drink. But rest assured, I will be back. But you guys are all absolutely awesome. I appreciate every single one of you, and I'll be back again real soon.